something more than expected, or be inspired to do something because somebody say it's great. Often when people say what you're doing is great, it's because it's going in their favor, it's going in their line, it's going in their plans. So always have to find out it's only few people that can genuinely inspire you in that this snack world. So you have to be driven by your own purpose. Whenever you're doing something, especially when people are commenting a lot of positive about it, you have to figure out the end goal, the short and the long term perspective of it, whether it's actually something that is helping you or something done to give people credit, because people don't come out of their wood to look at what you're doing if it has no interest in them. And often when people are saying much bad thing about something, you have to consider whether it's out of rule, whether it has no principle base or no um um conventional basis. But then if it is within the rights and socially allowable, and it is something that is going to make you excellent, then you don't have to give up on it. So don't be driven by what people say or don't say. Their action or inaction. Be driven by purpose. Know what you're doing. Don't bust the air and then be focused, because at the end you are the one that knows where you're going. And stop explaining yourself to people. Don't tell people what you are after. Don't tell people where you are going. Don't tell people the reason why you do what you do. Don't tell people what makes you able to do what you do. Don't tell people what drives you. Don't tell people even it's a problem or it's a motivate, whatever it is. Don't tell people. Let people be observant in your life. When people come genuinely and they want to learn, that is when you can share. Also, when you are with people that genuinely want to help you rise, that is when you can talk to them, issue them. But when you are in an environment of competition and people that are trying to talk you down or talk you up, trying to inspire, drive you, you don't know what they are after. So don't explain yourself that much. Be focused on the goal. And notice that in life, every time you are selling or you are buying, you are investing or you are wasting or buying more liabilities, you are making progress or you are retrogressing. So focus on this thing and make sure that every action counts. Let every day count. Let every second count. Let every action count. Let every thought count. Let every moment you go on your knees count. When you're praying, dedicate your time and pray. When you are learning, keep learning. When you are training, know that you have dedicated time for it. Let everything you dedicate time for count. Make sure you dedicate your time for things that matter and worth. Then you realize that with time you are building a life of wealth. And then at the end, your time will be worth it. Your time spent for anything will be worth it. This is how you begin to venture relationships that also count. And then in the long term, it will be worth it for spending time with such people, spending time in such vision. Never trade your purpose for anything. Never trade your relationship with God for anything. Never trade the discipline, the action, the mastery, the things you're supposed to go through, the things you're supposed to sacrifice, the extra work. Never trade it for anything. Never trade your sanctuary, your secret, what keep you going, your principles. Never trade these things for anything. Your motivation, your inspiration, your drive. Don't trade them for anything. At the end, they are closer to you than your family. And be happy for the problems you have. Problems are the fuel of life. Problems gravitate towards you. So problems, they are the mud within which you find your ore, within which you dig out your gold. So be happy you have such problems and let them drive you, let them inspire you to work really so that you can solve them. And as you solve a human problem, you solve the problem of somebody else, you solve the problem of the human race. Then as it helps you, it bears a business for you. Every problem is a significant business, a prospective business in disguise. So be happy for who you are, for what you have, for what you don't have. What you have means that you are blessed with something as a seed. What you don't have is a revelation of things you can have. If you have them, there is no more consciousness extension. Elon Musk said something I love so much. He said that he's not pursuing space for the things that people think about, but to help humans preserve consciousness. It's an extension of consciousness. It is one of the most powerful words I've ever heard from somebody. To think like that, that sense of adventure is an extension of consciousness. The more you fail to think, you think small, the more you cripple the divine ability in you to see the world in a bigger way. But when you are able to think outside our space, if you're able to go beyond the edge, if you're able to go beyond your comfort zone, able to go beyond the zone of your profession, the zone of your family, the zone of your environment, if you're able to transcend your environment and even our planet, that is why you extend your consciousness. Then you can do more and you can be more.